Mind you, it's not what it was now, it's the dancing game. Not like it used to be. No Dame Margot's nowadays, is there? It's all foreigners they're importing now, isn't it? Mind you, I've got nothing against foreigners myself, you understand. Some of them as nice as pie. Did you catch the current laissez-faire at Covent Garden? Indifferent performance, I thought myself.
You better pull in your ear. He's going in.
You are early today.
I've been a naughty boy again, I'm afraid, Mrs. Lamb.
What's he practicing for? Nutcracker? I got pulled by a traffic warden with a moustache.
How's it going?
Taxi straight from the house.
Kim? It's the third time this week, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Seems to be a naughty boy quite often, doesn't he, our Mrs. Simmons?
Instructions.
Keep with him. He's got till Prime Minister's question time today.
I'll get the camera out of the car.
Nigel.
And how is our junior long-suffering minister today?
Enjoying another naughty lunch hour yet again.
Well, anyway, nice meeting you. Bye. Friend of yours? Undercover Rastafarian from East End Central. Blimey, there's more police around here than there are punters. Supposing he asked me what I was up to. You tell him the truth. What? They were waiting for a cabinet minister to have his bum smacked. Well, no one will believe that. Well, maybe not the little old ladies that vote for him, but that lot certainly would. Here comes another. Right. Snap time. Does a roaring little trade, doesn't she? Merchant bankers to top-drawer lawyers. I've laboured on the prep schools and nannies myself. He's coming out. She must have told him she's busy.
How long has he been visiting?
Simmons? A fair while. More frequently since his political career's been going downhill. Odd, isn't it, how often the high flyers of Civil Street fail so dismally when they try their talent in the field of government. The hors d'oeuvre, please. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes?
It's fine.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Has he been warned?
Despite all his gaffes, the PM has a rather touching faith in our bothersome boy. Which brings me to tomorrow.
Tomorrow, eh? Well, I knew it was something important, Nigel. You have never bought me anywhere this expensive.
He's taking his time, isn't he? Probably atoning for that shipyard he closed down last week.
Tomorrow is looked upon by the mandarins of Whitehall as Simmons' last chance. Maggie?
A bit of everything.
I rather like prawns.
Hey, movement. This should look good on the wall of his constituency lounge. go to Brolly?
In the car?
See that?
Only got a ministry car to take him home.
Thank you. He's due at the airport first thing tomorrow to meet the Japanese president of Dansu Cars.
We're talking a multi-billion-pound investment deal here, aren't we?
And the possible creation of thousands of new jobs.
And Simmons is in charge of that?
Spot on, Elkins.
Thank you, sir.
Can't beat the old regular workout on the bar.
No, sir.
Tones one up no end.
I prefer squash myself, sir.
Really, Elkins, I had you down as more of a soccer sort of person.
Thank you, sir.
You're not going to believe this, but Simmons was once tipped as a future possible Prime Minister.
Get away.
Very popular with the ladies in the Shires.
Not doing too badly with the ladies in the town, neither.
Surely somebody's going to be joking. Banana Skin Simmons?
In charge of the Japanese deal tomorrow. Ours not a reason why.
It's the PM's personal decision.
Why? Everyone else in the department off sick, on holiday, or committing adultery?
So, where do we come in?
The sharp end. Where else?
Simon Simmons, educated Winchester, Balliol, blue in rowing.
And pink in swimming.
Short but meteoric career as a financier in the city.
And an even shorter one in politics if he blows out tomorrow.
Good morning, Elkins. I believe we're meeting an aeroplane. Oh, wait one. You're not Elkins.
Very observant you are this morning, sir.
It's Frederica Smith.
C.A.T.S, sir.
Ah, yes. Big day today.
Yes, sir.
Hence your presence.
Exactly, sir.
Well, Culver Aerodrome, I believe.
Yes, sir. Minister on board, over.
Any idea where Knightsbridge's answer to the Scarlet Pimpernel is?
I've just left the ministry. I've got the documents. Oh, taxi!
Get your skates on. Over.
Calver and hurry.
Hospital or the airport?
Airport.
Going somewhere nice? Holiday?
Business.
Let me guess. Advertising.
PR.
Oh, PR. I got a sister in PR.
We're nearly there.
How far out?
Just coming up to Carver Hospital. Air traffic control confirms plane with Japanese visitors approaching. Over.
Good morning.
Listen, I'll just wait here for you until you've settled them in.
Blimey, I'm not going to get much peace across that.
Ready.
Weather report's wrong again. Still, it's nice listening to what people's got to say.
Keep the change. Thank you very much.
That was split-second timing.
Yeah, I'm known for it.
So the lads at MI6 tell me.
Mr. Simmons, Tessa Robinson, PR, background information. EEC grant availability. Here are the manufacturing plant papers for today, sir.
Oh, thank you. Jolly good. Say, you are a pretty girl.
Have a nice day, sir.
Right here, Marshal. I thought you could have booked me in somewhere a bit blooming quieter.
I'll put your juice and your grapes over here.
Do what you like. I'm not bothered. As long as I've got my possessions, I'm quite happy.
Fancy bringing them in here.
Edna, operations can be a very dangerous thing. I mean, I might not come out of it alive, in which case I want my personal things buried with me, right?
Dr. Giles, please report to surgery immediately.
You'll be all right.
How do you know?
Try not to be too much trouble.
Trouble.
I'll leave you the paper. That'll cheer you up.
Cheer me up, the papers. I'll stroll on, that'll be the day.
I'll try and look in later. Be a good boy.
Be a good boy.
Professor Plant to pathology, please. Professor Plant to pathology.
Mr. Nakimoto is looking for a suitable site in Europe to invest in. He's already looked at plants in Holland and Spain, but our government want him to invest here.
Mr. Simmons?
Mr. Nakimoto, on behalf of Her Majesty's government, I would just like to say, yokoso.
Which is where we come in.
To ensure the wheels of industry run smoothly, and to see that Mr. Nakamoto's visit is a short but constructive one.
And Simmons?
He knows his career's on the line. Keep in touch.
Yes, madam. What's the matter? Oh, I was just wondering. What? Well, why couldn't I have been the PR lady and you the dog's body? Horses for courses. And besides, you know what they say? If the cap fits...
It is. Right.
Here are the plans for the Broadleaf industrial site, sir. Full speed ahead, driver.
Mr. Dean? Mr. Dean? Mr. Dean?
I thought we left you at the hospital.
Back to the hospital. Get a load of this.
What?
He's only here, isn't he? He's only bloody here. Look, middle page.
Japanese car boss arrived today. I didn't know you knew any Japanese car bosses.
I don't, stupid, I don't. It's the name. Look at the name.
Yamo Naki...
Nakimoto. Nakimoto. It's that bastard Japanese guard on the railway. Burma, 1944.
We were prisoners.
Yes. Right now, I need to borrow your van.
I've got these vegetables to take home.
Back of that vegetables.
But you don't drive, Eddie.
No, you do. We fought for our country before, Harold. I'm going to stand by and watch our government do business with the likes of him.
Eddie, that was a long time ago.
Harold, get in.
Long journey, car plant. Very long, I'm afraid. Need plenty reading material. Occupy one. Your car's reading matter. Most impressive. You reading matter too? It's interesting. Here, a good one for you. A Mrs. Lamb.
Oh, Mrs. Lamb's.
Yes. Very efficient. Very smart. Oh, and one for Mr. Yind as well? Yes. Very efficient.
I suppose we're going to be out all day.
At least.
Well, we're going to need some petrol.
It's no problem. There's one just round the corner.
Veal scallop with some soggy vegetables.
Ah, no. We don't have much better than that.
I doubt it.
Fancy you remembering after all this time.
Oh, it's a name, Harold. Even after 40 years, it's ingrained on me.
I wish you'd ring Edna. She'll be worried. The horse will have been in touch with her already. You know how she panics.
Hello, Edna. Never mind about that, dear.
Listen, now, I want you to listen very carefully, dear. I want you to alert the government. Alert the government. No, Edna, I don't know the government's telephone number. No, Edna, forget it, dear. Forget it, I'll do it. I want to talk to a minister, please. No, I don't know what minister. What? Yes, the Home Office would do.
Yes, sir. But what has this to do with me? Surely there's a department to deal with those soldiers. Yes, I dare say there will be war veterans out there who are upset at us doing any kind of business with the Japanese. If we excluded doing business with everyone we had a war with, we'd virtually have no trading partners at all. Sorry, sir? Could you repeat that? Do I have to, sir?
You mean there's actually somebody from the Home Office coming here to talk to us?
Yes, Harold. The Home Office. Give us a chance to remind them of the forgotten army. It's about time a bit of notice was taken of us.
Hey, maybe this is him. Hope you know what you're doing, Eddie.
It's the right time. I don't know about the car.
Mr. Dean, I'm your contact from the Home Office.
You?
We don't all shine shoes, Mr. Dean, and this had better be important.
don't work. Wouldn't you if your career was on the line? When is it anything else? Mrs. Lamb will be wondering where he is. Lunchtime. I bet she's got Mr. Whippo out already.
A war criminal?
That's what I say.
Is this some kind of joke, Mr. Dean?
A joke, a joke. Did you hear that, Harold? I wouldn't leave my hospital bed for a joke. I would have thought you lot would have checked him out. Seeing as you haven't, I better put you in the picture. He was a Japanese guard on a Burma railway. He was there. We was there, wouldn't we, Harold?
I see.
Good. Well, the question is, what are you going to do about it?
Do? Mr. Dean, how can I put this? Firstly, it is not government policy to check out, as you put it, all potential overseas investors.
Well, don't you think you should?
Mr. Dean, since the war, Japan and West Germany have become our allies. Have you any idea how much is involved in this deal? How many millions, how many jobs this could create?
Just a minute, just a minute. Do you recognize this?
The Burma Star?
Yes, the Burma Star. Do you think we're going to stand idly by while you lot welcome him with open arms? He should have been hanged for what he did. I mean, what was you doing 40 years ago?
I wasn't even born.
Exactly. I mean, you may have a three-piece suit and a plum in your mouth, but I'll tell you something. You know nothing. Nothing.
Mr. Dean.
Piss off!
Sorry. He's not himself. It's like I said, he should be in the hospital. I'm sorry for your trouble.
You'll do nothing about it, Harold. You mark my words, you'll do nothing about it.
But at least you had a chance to air your grievance.
I'll do more than air it. By God, I will.
Wait.
Get off.
Hospital escapee?
Apparently.
What's the matter? Didn't you like the food?
He's a war veteran, an ex-Jap P.O.W.
Well, if what he says is true, it's hardly surprising he's upset. It's not exactly a picnic out there, you know.
Personal insight?
As it happens, my dad was over there. It was so bad for him, he can hardly talk about it, even after 40 years. I can imagine how he'd feel if he saw an old guard of his over here being feted by us.
He and his chum are driving an oldish van.
Don't tell me it's VFY134L.
I am impressed. Tell me, Maggie, do you always go around memorizing strange men's car numbers?
Actually, it was the glimpse of his medals that caught my eye.
Could you bring Mrs. Forbes's car around, please?
Do you want him sat on?
Definitely. At least for as long as Nakimoto's here.
But you haven't warned the old soldier off.
And be accused of suppressing his freedom of speech.
I suppose you could always go to the British Legion.
That is why I want him sat on.
What about the girls?
They've got enough on their plates with Simmons. Besides, if Nakimoto gets even a whiff there's a war veteran after him, it could blow today's whole deal.
The government today confirmed that negotiations are in progress with the president of Dansu Motors, Mr. Yamu Nakimoto. Mr. Nakimoto flew in early this morning, and it's hoped will sign a deal with the junior minister, Simon Simmons, shortly. Montreal and in the Gulf Open.
Did you hear that, Harold? Did you hear that? What is our country coming to when a war criminal's money is as good as anybody else's? Oh, blimey, O'Reilly, we are doing well.
Well, it's not all signed and sealed yet.
And it won't be neither.
How about EEC grants? Would we be in line for them?
EEC grant? Oh, absolutely.
Other advantages?
Other advantages? Are you implying, yes, I think I understand. Those things can't be discussed in the history of politics. On that side, over there, we envisage housing phase 2. We see absolutely no hold-up at all in moving on immediately after phase 1.
And where are we going with that lot?
Harold, I've already told you, it'll be all right. You're just here to drive. I'll do the rest. I'll tell you where to go. Shut the door.
Off and following.
When we get to the top, turn left.
No, right, up the ramp.
We're going to hit that. We're going to hit... Ooh.
No, I'm sorry, Mrs. Dean. Your husband hasn't returned yet. But I do have a number you can call.
Not long enough, Eddie.
No one remembers the war, Harold. Let alone the Japs.
No.
Nah. I mean, look at them now. Bombing us.
Bombing us? Where?
Bombarding us with microwaves and their motor cars.
You see, they're very reliable, Eddie.
Reliable? Where do you get your information, Harold?
It's mainly because he feels forgotten, you see. A lot of Burma veterans think like that, even 40 years on. Well, it was the VE boys that got all the glory then, all the big celebrations. All the Far East lads got was a song from Vera Lynn. I expect the war seems years and years ago to you, but to him, it's very near. You know, he still recites happenings that happened, remembers comrades who died. Even more now, since he packed up working. Seems to have it on his mind all the time. Well, like, he's even taken to carrying all his war mementos around with him. Lest we forget, he says. That's the trouble with him. He will not forget.
Eclipse Snooker Club.
Used to be my brother's local, this did.
It's members only, Eddie.
I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing.
You will find him, won't you? I mean, you'll bring him back. But I don't want it to be a lot of trouble to you.
Don't worry, Mrs. Dean. The matter is in hand.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
I'm such a burk, Harold, that I haven't realised we need some help. What are you?
Left our manners at home today, have we, sir?
I'm looking for a man.
Anyone in particular, sir?
My age. Ex-boxer, name of Delaney, better known as...
Over there.
Hello, darling.
The Plumstead Punch.
Yeah. Sit down, Dad. Who wants to know?
Well, I'll have a cup of tea, no sugar. What would you like, darling?
I'll have a cup of tea, love.
Birthday boy, eh, Charlie?
You, worked with my brother after the war. You was smoked some and he was silk stockings. You remember?
Oh, yeah. Your brother. Not all...
Turn me down.
That was a beggar. Blimey. Dead now, isn't he? Poor son. You remember I used to talk about Tranmere? No. A fine fella. Fine. Used to keep you and your mum in sardines and bananas.
He always said that you were someone who'd always do a good turn.
Me? Of course I would.
Of course he would. For a consideration. Sugar in both.
Tammy Dan's brother, eh? Well, what's this?
Jimmy. 2 teas. Both with sugar.
Right. 200 up front and the rest when you've done what I've asked.
That sounds very reasonable.
No, it's all very simple. Middle page. I want him.
Oriental geezer, isn't he?
Let me have a look. That's Edna's bill to save money as well, you know.
It's all right, Harry, it's all right. I'll see you, I'll see you two gentlemen later, then where I said, all right?
Right.
Afternoon.
What you reckon? Reckon he's a nippity pat?
I don't know. Always been watching too much Minder. Of course, on the other hand, Dad, you do owe Mum an awful lot of back maintenance.
Yes, Nigel?
Dean, Edward Albert. Served Corporal, North Africa and Burma. Have recent confirmation our man suffered breakdown after returning from the latter.
Oh, Harold, I do wish you'd invest in a new vehicle.
Not on any known lists of activists or nutters. One good thing, though. Japanese Grand Tour now successfully concluded and heading back to town. But the government's planning a dinner for our overseas guests tonight.
Still not out of the woods yet. I gotta move.
Have you any ammunition for that gun, Ned?
Yes, sir. Can I help you, sir?
What sort of weapons you got here?
Yes, indeed, sir. Of course, you don't need a license for that one, sir, because it doesn't function.
Oh.
Come this way, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Antique weapons is what we mainly specialize in, sir. Like this assegai. Did you have anything specific in mind, sir?
Oh, no.
Navy cutlasses, cavalry sabers, foils, American Confederate swords?
No.
Japanese samurai swords?
No.
What's that you've got? Eddie!
They shall not grow old, as we who are left grow old. At the going down of the sun, we shall remember them. Remember old Ross?
Ah, of course.
Packnam, Harris, Happy Harris, remember him?
Oh, I remember Happy.
All of them went in one day, Harold. All in one day.
But this won't bring them back, Eddie.
I know.
What of my veg is stinking the van out.
I wonder how they feel knowing that he was here, now being wined and dying and faded. I wonder how they feel. Years I've waited for this, Harold. 40 bloody years. Now I'm going to get him.
You don't care much for official dinners then, sir?
The same old speeches while one toys with something unimaginable in aspect. Oh, it's all vastly overrated, I reckon.
The PM sets quite a store by them, sir.
Icing on the cake at the end of a good day's work. I dare say we'll all survive. I say.
Evening.
I could have worn a posh frock.
Meow.
Ah, Mr. Nakimoto.
7:30 or 8, I think you said.
Spot on the money, sir. Car's just outside.
Well, come on then. Your lipstick's crooked.
Why, Mrs. Dean,
I wasn't sure if I'd catch you. Well, I suppose I should have mentioned it before, but it wasn't until I got home I remembered. Well, he takes them everywhere, you see. His war stuff.
His medals. Yes?
But there was something else.
Yes, Nigel.
New information. Subject has a gun. Target, someone who made him dig the graves of several of his comrades 40 years ago. Whatever you do, don't lose him.
I hope you survived the Venus Gallop. I'm sure.
Go ahead. Listen, Fred, imperative. From now on, stick to our Jap.
Will do, over.
Oh, what does that mean?
Usual mother hen, cluck, cluck. We've got to stay close to our chap.
Yes,
As if we haven't
I
been
was
doing
thinking
that all
about it,
day.
actually, but, again, it's against... Well, here we are.
Excuse me a second.
Well, of course.
Arrangement made for cultural dinners?
Cultural dinners, absolutely.
But I do not care for official evening, so if you excuse me, I'll see you, Mrs. Ram. So, my number 2, Mr. Yin, will substitute for me. After all, one Japanese much like another.
Yeah, that's him. You sure? Of course. Japanese, isn't he?
Sayonara.
They've nicked the nip.
What?
They've nicked the nip. Nigel, you're not going to believe this, but 2 old guys just nicked your Jap. I suppose it's too much to ask, but what is happening?
I told you, Eddie, I want to go home.
Harold, shut up and drive. There's always whinging in Burma. Got me down. Whinging now. Just stop whinging, Harold. They'll be here soon.
A lot of your fellow countrymen there. I found them most pleasant, most erudite indeed. Oh, yes, yes. Of course, as we come along here through the more leafy parts of London, we'll soon be approaching the Albert Memorial, which is what we're actually going to stop and see.
I wish you were still in that hospital, that's what I wish.
Here.
Tranmere, we got him. Here he is. We got him.
You brats! It's the wrong chap. Where's Nakimoto? Where's Nakimoto?
Nakimoto?
Yes.
Ah, Nakimoto.
Mrs. Lambs? Scarper! What the hell? Ignore him. Perhaps he'll go away.
What about the rest of my money?
Don't rest your luck, mate.
Mr. Yind, I'd like you to come with me.
Jap, I
Jap, Fred, Jap. So where is he? He had alternative interests. No, not another one. You stay here with Mr. Yint and Mr. Simmons. Mr. Yint? Mr. Yint? Thank you, Mr. Yint. Fred. From now on, it's my responsibility.
Keep your eyes peeled, Harold. It's around here somewhere.
Yes?
Oh, good evening. A good friend of mine gave me your address.
Mrs. Ryan, please.
At the top of the stairs.
Oh, thank you.
Look, Ronnie, just tell him he's gone down with Asian flu. Well, what about beriberi or malaria? I didn't lose him. I did not mislay him. Security lost him.
A Japanese VIP comes to this country to do business with our government and gets attacked by a Burma war veteran because of our stupidity.
Well?
Well, let's just say from now on, it's not only his job that's on the line.
Where are you going?
I'm going to bring him back alive.
But Maggie said that we
Look,
should
I
stay
don't
here.
care what Maggie said. It's not always down to her. You just keep an eye on these two, okay?
You know, if Fleet Street gets so much as a whiff of this, I mean, you know how those grubby little hacks like to revel in anything that involves me.
Yes, I had noticed, sir.
Yes, Banana Skin Simmons. Or because I once mixed up Ghana and Guyana.
Oh? I thought it was because you said Sellafield was an unfortunate leak.
No, they quoted me completely out of context. But this, I mean, so unfair. I am bound to say that you two young ladies are hardly blameless in the matter.
Yes, right at the top of the stairs. Okay.
Very nice. I asked for brunette.
Mr.
Shall we begin?
Who the hell are you? What do you want? What is that?
Mr. Nakimoto!
Maggie?
Tess.
Additional information from Mr. Yind. Nakimoto often ends up at a club called Rochelle's in Myth Street. Over.
Gotcha.
I don't care what time it is in Tokyo. Keep trying for me.
Excuse me, madam. I'd like to ask you a few questions about the establishment you've just been visiting.
I'm in a bit of a hurry, officer.
Not seen one of these before. Excuse me, I'll just have to check it.
Try for years to find a perfect love.
course, Potter.
Not exactly, love. Well, Mr. Dean?
Very unfortunate. He has wasted his journey.
He never was it. Hear me? He never was in Burma. He wasn't even in the war.
Imperial War Records have just confirmed it with our Home Office.
Explain, your friend. Akimoto is very common name in Japan. And his Christian name is Taro. Taro is as common as Joe in your country.
It's Joe.
All in all, you've had quite a day, haven't you, Mr. Dean?
What? Then there's Edna. What's she going to say about that building society money? Apart from that, there's me. What about my vegetables?
Harold, stuff your vegetables.
40 years, a long time to harbor bad memories. It eats away at you. Bad thing. Very possible this Japanese guard you spoke of already dead by now.
Yeah. Like Pakenham. And Harris and Ross all stroll on. What would they think of me now? Fraternizing with the enemy.
Not anymore, Mr. Dean. Kanpai.
So, can't be.
He's not himself, you know. He should really be in the hospital.
Let me have the gun, Mr. Dean.
What? Oh. There you are. Got a tin box for them somewhere.
Oh no. Eddie.
Didn't know that love could be so good.
Oh dear.
That's what we got.
Simmons will be getting a seat in the cabinet for pulling this off. Not if he keeps visiting Mrs. Lamb, he won't.